This is Vonda Evans, and have a wonderful Sunday. I want to challenge you with something, and today I want to talk about, are you hindering God's will? What are you talking about? I remember many years ago, when I was a judge. I had just become a judge. I am the only child of both of my parents. Well, during that time, anytime that, I ran into some financial trouble, they would always bail me out and help me. Well, there came a time when my father passed and I was going through a divorce, and I really needed money financially. I needed it. I was bouncing checks. My car broke down. My mother said, "I can't help you." I said, "But you got it. I know you do." She said, "Oh, I do have it, but I can't help you. You got to do this on your own." And I was so angry with her. I'm like, wow, she's sitting over here watching me struggle. Part of a person's testimony is them going through a test. You got to stop always bailing people out. Personally, I know that there have been situations where I said, well, I'm in a good place and I'm going to help this person out financially. And I'm going to help them with this problem. The more I help them, the more problems they got. I'm like, well, damn, I just helped you with this the other day. It's still mounting. And what I had to realize is that I was actually in the way of God. I was in the way of God giving them a testimony. There was once a story about a man who saw a caterpillar, and it was struggling. It was struggling to get out of that cocoon, and just struggling, and he wanted to help it. So he pulled open the cocoon so that he thought the butterfly would emerge. It did, but it never flew. Because part of the transformation from a caterpillar to a butterfly is struggling through the cocoon to build its strength so that its wings can develop and fly. He hindered them. Although he had good intention, he intervened in God's process. You got to stop doing that. You got to stop always bailing people out. People going to always have problems, and it's not ungodly to not help them. What you have to do is say, Lord, I'm going to give this to you. Because in order for them to have a testimony, they got to go through a test. And let me tell you something. They're going to emerge stronger. How do I know? Because I did. I learned what I could afford and what I could not afford. I fell on my knees, but I got up on my feet. And if my mother had not intervened and not made me trust God and made me start being more mature, I'd always be bound. Stop always bailing people out of situations. You got to let them trust God just like you doing. Just like you cutting coupons, just like you cooking spaghetti and y'all eating it for 10 days, you got to let them do it. And it's not that you're not being godly. It's that you are interrupting the test so they can have a testimony. Remember what I said. Are you interfering with God's will? If so, you better stop. You're interrupting their testimony. Have a blessed Sunday.